Well, good morning. Welcome back. Sunday morning, shave before church. And I was thinking that a really good Sunday morning shave would be some Old Spice. So we've got some Old Spice and some Old Spice aftershave. Ought to be good. And I've got a Smog 1460, I believe this brush is. Look how crazy the bristles are on that brush. It's been that way. This was given to me by a friend. It was lightly used before I got it, and it's always had these crazy bristles. I don't know. Old Spice. The old soaps don't have a lot of scent left in them, if they have any. I don't remember when they stopped making these. So what I do is I'll put a drop, I don't know if you can see it on there, I'll put a drop or two of the aftershave on top of the soap and let it sit a few minutes while the brush is soaking. Gives it a little scent, kind of like it. I'm a fan of it. I like these Old Spice mugs. They're good for stuff. They're good for holding a bucket full of rubber toad frogs too. Yeah, it's an inside joke at the original Safety too. So, all right, let's see what we can get rolling here. Get the base cleaned off a little, and so we're gonna break out the 1902. A very nice razor. We've created a club at the original Safety 2 called the Clan of Catchers. And this is going to be a TCOC, as I call it, shave this morning. It's really pretty razors. Although mine is kind of lagging. One of the members got one the other day and he shined it up and makes mine look like junk. That's okay. You don't have to polish a razor for it to do good. So we'll get us a little Old Spice going here. This little Smog brush here is it is great brushes. So we got going, got some good Old Spice goodness going here. I use plenty of unscented soaps, and the scent really has nothing to do with the shave, but it's all right. We'll get us a good little, same way I do with all soaps. Just a brush that's damp but on the drier side, and you just add a little water by dipping the tips in the water there if you need it. Here we go. Got a nice Old Spice scent going already from the aftershave that was on top of the soap. I don't know if you use a lot of aftershave if it would break the lather. I just use a few drops and I've never noticed where it has any problems. There's people doing the same thing. They'll do it with Williams. I don't like molesting the Williams, mixing it with other stuff or whatever. But if you just put a little aftershave on top of it to give it a little bit of a different scent, I don't see where that's a problem. They made mentholated Williams back in the day, and they had a rose Williams, and I don't think it lasted very long, but I have heard about it. Heard a couple of people talk about it and that kind of stuff. And I'm a fan of rose scented shave soaps. So I may try to make some Rose Williams one of these days. We'll see. But right now, back to our shave here. This is either a treat blade or it's a CVS blade. They look the same, and I don't remember which one this is. But either way it goes, it's a they're about the same. It's a carbon steel blade. The blades at CVS and Rite Aid these days are made by a company called Accutech, which now owns I guess it owns American Safety Razor or however. I don't know all the details, but it's Accutech these days that are making those blades, and they're still good blades. So if you need blades, you can go to your Walgreens. And I think Walgreens, it's the blade, they just call it. It's their store brand thing. And then CVS has theirs, and they're at good prices. They come in a little, I don't have one handy in here, but the little gray 10-blade bank, and they're made by Accutech, and those are good. If you see blades, correction, if you see double-edged blades or single-edged blades that are made in Korea, Dorco single-edged blades, run as far and as fast and as hard as you can in the opposite direction. Just a little tip from Cousin Fuzzy. The Korean single-edged blades, you can't use them to trim hot butter. I don't know what they're made for. They're not made for shaving. Even though they put them on the shaving out. Some of the, you're going to have to excuse the noise as usual. Somebody got their sink fixed. But it's okay. The local grocery stores will put those blades up under different names, whatever their top care, or I think someone had sent me something the other day, and they was Pace brand, but they're not really for shaving. I don't know what they're for, which is weird because the double-edged Dorcos are a really good blade. I use them all the time when I use them when I double-edged shave. But if you can find them made in the U.S., and nowadays would be the Accutech. If you find American Safety Razor or any of those brand names, you're good on the single edge. Alright. Oh, it's nice shaving. These old lather catchers are just awesome. Boy. Ooh, nice shaving. Make sure to get that lip cleaned up there. That's one of the areas I have a hard time. Sometimes after the shave's over with and everything dries out and all, I realize I missed a little bit at the corners there, and it just bugs me for the rest of the day, or more precisely, because I usually work nights, it bugs me for the rest of the night that I missed a little spot. But I think we got it okay today. So there's our two passes with the grain and across the grain. You want to go against the grain, knock it out. A lot of people do. A lot of people do a lot of things. I don't. So, witch hazel. If you haven't tried the witch hazel for your cleanup pass, you might want to give it a try. It's not very expensive. Just use the generic dollar store or grocery store, whatever you have. It's got some alcohol in it and witch hazel in it, and if you got any little irritation, it helps with that. And it's nice and slick to clean up those little areas that you might need to go back and clean up. You just need to do a little buffing. Look at there, boy. You can do a little buffing, and I don't really need to buff all that, but just showing. You can do a little buffing, and it gives you plenty of flip for it. You can feel, as you put it on and run around, you can feel if you have any areas that need it. And I think that's pretty good. Not so bad this morning, huh? There we go. I'll wipe it off. We'll get it dried off a little bit. Alrighty. And we'll splash on a little of the Old Spice goodness. This is the newer stuff. I don't have any of the original stuff, the older stuff, I guess. Schulten, I think, is the one that everybody wants. This is just Procter & Gamble. Alright. Well, that's a nice Sunday morning shave. There's nothing wrong with that in the world there. Got us a nice little shave down. The Samag 1460 with the crazy bristles. Still does a good job. But it's definitely got some crazy bristles. The 1902 Kampfe Star. Great razor. No problems with it at all. And if you have a little Old Spice soap in your collection and you don't like that it doesn't have any scent, put you a couple of drops of the Old Spice on top of it. You're not going to hurt anything. Not going to hurt anything at all. It'll still lather up and everything will be great. And your shave can be just as much fun as a bucket full of rubber toad frogs. Y'all have a good day. Happy shaves.